inside pre-trip to my brake test, I am going to turn my vehicle off, but in the on position. There we go. So all of my light indicators are working and my gauges are all working. My wheels have already been chalked. I am going to start with my low air pressure test. This here is my air pressure gauge. I am going to pay attention to this gauge. So I'm going to release my parking brake, and I should lose no more than 2 psi in 1 minute after it settles. Would you like to time me? We're not losing any more, so I'm going to pretend that it's been a minute. The next thing that I do is I firmly place my foot on the service brake, and I should lose no more than 3 psi in 1 minute. Would you like to time me? I'm not losing any more air, so we're going to pretend that it's been a minute. I'm going to pump my service brake in between 60 and 70 psi. My low air pressure alarm and my light indicator will come on. And then in between 20 and 30, my parking brake will engage. And it did pop out. I saw it pop out. So this completes my low air pressure test. The next portion is my air brake test. I'm going to have to fill my air tanks back up, so I'm going to start my vehicle. Still paying attention to my air gauge. I am going to give it some gas, accelerate up to about 1500 RPMs. In between 60 and 70 psi, my low air pressure alarm will go off, and so will my indicator lights. Going to continue to idle. My air pressure is building up. I'm at 60 in one tank, and now 60 in the second tank. So right about now, my low air pressure alarm should shut off. There goes one. There goes two. So I'm going to continue to accelerate until I have reached about 115 psi. When I reach 115 psi, I'm going to let off the accelerator and allow the system to reach 120 on its own within 45 seconds. And you can time the system if you would like. We're still building air, and I've let off the accelerator. Once I've reached 120 psi, where the governor allows it to cut in, it should send off a sound of air release. At that point, you know that you are complete with your air brake test, and you can move on to your next test, which is the parking brake test. You want to make sure that your parking brake holds. So what you do here is you leave the parking brake engaged, you put your foot on the brake pedal, and then you're going to put it in drive.